Hi, everybody. Looks like we're back together again. So welcome, and I hope all of you are doing well. It's been a really rough week for most of us. Yeah. So please take good care of yourself, and we'll meet again next week, too. But this week, we're looking at June 6th through the 14th. All right. Now, June 6th actually happens to be my other brother's birthday, so happy birthday to the other brother. All right. One more shuffle. We're going to try and keep it a little shorter today. Some of our other messages were kind of long. Oh, swell. Now, I like to look at the cut, and I like to look at the bottom of the deck. And I just flipped up the High Priestess. So this is a good card. It is a card that speaks of intuition, psychic abilities, knowing the unknown. So this could be an important week for finding out information. I don't know if you can see this, but it's a very intense man that is delivering information, and it's being assisted by the High Priestess. Okay, and in Western culture, sometimes the High Priestess is the Virgin of Guadalupe, the Virgin Mary, yeah, no. And in others, Eastern religions, is Kuan Yin, all right? So there's no accident that she's here on my buffet behind me, but she has showed up here. So I want you to keep your eyes open for small miracles, little surprises, secrets coming through that we hadn't expected. So just know that. That's an underlying issue here, because I don't usually look at the split, but I happen to because I noticed that she was there. Okay? So those of you that love the Mother Mary, you might want to surround yourself with that beautiful light blue. All right? There we go. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to lay out a little Celtic cross. Okay. All right. Interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Now, to begin with, we have 3 major arcana cards that have showed up, and those are always the power cards. When I lay down 10 cards and 3 of them are majors, we got more than our fair share. Okay, so because statistically, we should get 1, maybe 2. The ratio of major arcanas to the regular deck. Okay, and we are starting out with the Fool Child, and this is telling me new stuff. All right, so you can see the look of surprise on this one. There are going to be new ideas that are coming through for us, back to the idea of a surprise or a secret. And this is usually a very good card, but it brings about the completion when it's introduced as something new, okay? Because they can't both hold the same position. And so it's telling me it's coming. We're giving birth to a new idea or a new concept. The only thing that's holding us back is this, guess what? Fear card. Okay? Now, when it crosses you, it will go upright. It just means that we're kind of stuck in a fearful place right now. But I think as new things, new opportunities, new venues develop, the fear becomes less and less, and we're more embracing what is new. The thing about the Fool Child is I would like you to remember that God protects fools and babies, so whatever God force you believe in, call upon them to help you this time. And it also tells you that if you make a mistake, well, so what? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again, because babies do it all the time, and you're given carte blanche to do that yourself. But try for the new, because the old is SOS, right? And we're moving out of that at this time. Why? Because we've lived with so much disappointment and heartbreak. Okay, that's what we're also facing, but if we face it, then it brings in the Fool Child, all right? Okay, and it doesn't look like we're alone in this, because we've got men and women that are all joining together. These are all court cards, people, all right? So that's what we're using. This is interesting to me because it looks like in this coming week, we're going to have an idea that is, it actually looks like it's formed by a woman. that is just in the creating stages. So we may get an opportunity to enact some ideas that are going to come to fruition maybe 6 months down the road, okay? But they're being worked on at this time, okay? So be patient. It takes 9 months to birth a baby. It's going to take a little while to birth this idea too. And it means be consistent, be patient, and nurture it, okay? So if you were pregnant, I would say you need to watch your diet. And that's what we're doing here. We're nurturing something, but we have to be careful what we feed it is the best things, all right? All right, so then I see a fire sign male energy and water sign male energy. These are interesting. The fire sign male is somebody with a plan. They got ideas. And the water sign one is one who's got the emotion. It's like they're going to have heartfelt input into what's going on. So these are two good and supportive cards in here, right? So these are all supporting, and it's more mature attitudes that are supporting this Fool child, all right? So it's kind of like you're not in it on your own, but yeah, you're going to have the support of some others around you to help you get through this, right? And to do well, not just eke through, but do well. And then we're having a look at this card. This is the legal card. So this could be a week where a lot of legal decisions are being made. Now, this is not legal loss, although it's close to a card. So it is the loss that brought in the need for the legal actions. But this could be the week where there's a beginning of legal actions that have good outcome once again. All right, so great card for that. So those of you, any of you that are facing any court cases, this is positive outcome. All right. All righty. This is something that is very specific to me personally. This is what I call a spirit guide card. I don't know if you can see it really well. But this is about listening to voices other than what you hear on the news or what you hear in the grocery store. It's like answering your own inner voice, all right? We have, let's see where he is. Yeah, there's the wisdom of, there's an owl, there's a sage, there's a person who's telling you that they're on the other side working on your behalf, because this is like an ancestor that has your best interest at heart. So I really, really appreciate this card because it's another way of saying, not only are you not alone in the real world, you're not alone in the spirit world. So you've got spirit help on the other side. It's going to help you make your decisions. You're a potential at this time. There's a book of matches waiting to get struck. Okay, that's what this card is all about. So fear not. We're just going to start moving moderately toward our goal and listen to the inner voices. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm making up stuff, but this is kind of like, that reminds me of what I knew. That reminds me of what my grandmother said. My grandfather always had those words of encouragement. That's who's looking out for you. Okay, so let them, encourage them, and pay attention to them. This card is telling me that finally there's programs that are starting to work. This is like the Wheel of Fortune starting to spin, but it is in a creative way. So it may be things that we felt stymied with before, and now there's going to be opportunities for it to come and go. It won't be here solid, but when it shows up, you're being encouraged to act on it. All right, so that kind of ties in with the other card. But it's telling me you have the ability. This is like a painter's palette, and you're being asked to start painting in what it is you want in your life, what it is you want in the world. You want it, so you start imagining it, you create it, you dream it, you pray for it, all of those things coming off this card. And the outcome card is the Lover's card. Well, it's a Gemini card, which is the period that we're in right now. But it's also telling me that you're finding someone that you can speak about your ideas and have them understand. This, seeing eye to eye, it's like, oh, I get it. So you're finding someone who, it can be a partnership of sorts that you can communicate with. And it's going to take your ideas from previously in the week, and then you formulate them and give them voice, and someone will say, I can help you do that. I know how to do that. All right. And so then you have a partnership that's going to lead you in a direction that's going to manifest some of these ideas that that little fool child was just thinking about. Okay. So that's our 10-card spread for the week. It sounds like we'll be busy, to say the least. And the other thing is there's going to be support that's coming in for us. So nurture yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Those of you that are insomniacs, figure out what works for you. If it's a hot bath and a glass of warm milk, go ahead and give it a shot. Maybe that's exactly what you need. But you need to nurture yourselves to help you continue to make it through these tough times that we're in right now. They will get better. And for a lot of us, they're not so bad. If you got a roof over your head and you got food in your cabinet, it could be worse, right? And right now it looks like it wants to get better, all right? Bottom of the deck. Changes, okay? It looks kind of icky and iffy, but this is telling me that at the root of this green is like your heart chakra. And it's just the icky stuff that's been around you that you've been faced with while you're trying to manifest all this loving attention that your heart wants to give to the rest of the people around you. So 8 to me implies it's changing. So we're getting closer to the green part of this while all these other little dying flowers are falling off. So we're getting rid of the bits that don't work anymore, the bits that don't fit into a progressive world anymore. So just know that things are on the horizon that are bringing change. And you're part of it. That's why you're here. If you weren't meant to be part of it, you've been born in a different era. So welcome, fellow travelers and hunker downers. So, well, that's it for today. And we'll look for the helpers that are out there and see if we can be of assistance too. All righty, y'all take good care, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.